Hey, good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk a little bit about the art of log keeping and what's happened to it, and how I think that gadgets can actually be disrupting your log keeping and in the long run have a negative effect on race day. And I know you're looking at me saying, you're crazy. And there's coaches out there saying, you're crazy. But I don't think so. And because here's what I like. I love the science. I love the data we get from the Garmin. I love the data that I get from power meters. I love all that stuff. It's great to look at. It's great to read. It's great to see how an athlete's progressing data-wise. But what I don't see in logs today, because of the gadgets, we're all Garmin crazy and power meter crazy, or whatever we're using to track our workouts crazy, and we're not writing things down. And what do I mean by write? Well, people say, well, what do I have to write it down? My Garmin does it. And trust me, as a coach, I see it in the training logs all the time, the Garmin data, and I don't see any written data. Here's things that your Garmin doesn't track. Your Garmin doesn't track your resting heart rate every morning. You need to get up and write your resting heart rate down every morning. Why? Because it's an indicator of how you recover, what kind of rest you're getting. So many things that you can learn just from that number every morning about, are you feeling a little bit extra stress? Maybe you need to take a day off. If those numbers are elevated 5 to 6, 7 beats above your normalized resting heart rate, there's something going on that you need to address. You don't get that in the data from the Garmin. When you wake up in the morning, how do you feel? Mentally, am I alive this morning? Am I psyched to get out and do a workout? Am I a little bit drained this morning? Do I have a lot on my mind? Are there kids' stresses? Are there work stresses? Are there life stresses that are kind of bogging me down? Guess what? That affects the data. You need to record that feeling in the morning, because that's going to have a direct correlation to the data in your workout. If I'm stressed, if I'm not feeling good, guess what? My heart rate's going to be a little bit elevated that day dealing with that stress. That's going to affect the data. What's my nutrition pattern when I'm out there running? Are you writing that down? All the time I see people saying, well, I think it's my nutrition failed me on race day. Well, were you tracking it during your training? That's the important thing. Are you writing down what you've taken in on the course of a run or a ride or a swim? What kind of nutritional balances are you looking for? What are you getting back? How are you feeling throughout the workout because of your nutrition? You start writing that down, trust me, you won't have a bad nutrition day when it comes to race day, because you've accumulated all the information you need through the course of your training cycle by reading it and reading how you feel. How you feel. Do my knees hurt? Does my ankle hurt? Do my shoulders hurt? All these things. Your Garmin doesn't tell you. If you're not writing it down, what reference points do you have to look at it? We've lost the art of dealing with how we feel. And it is a very, very important art that's going to come to play on your race day. So when you get up in the morning, write down your resting heart rate. Write down how you feel. Write down how you felt throughout your run or ride, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. What did I feel? Write down the nutrition that you've taken in, so you know if you recovered well from that ride, or if you had energy through that longer workout. All these things are important, and you don't get them from here. You get them from here and from writing them down. So what you write is as important as what you read. Make that a point. Get into those logs. Start tracking how you feel. Start tracking what you're taking in. Start tracking some of the other things that are very important that the gadget isn't giving you. As always, be healthy, train smart, have fun. This is a coach, and I'll talk to you soon.